I saw a video this morning about a guy named Uncle Mullet. That's his YouTube handle. Uncle Mullet. Isn't that interesting? Apparently that name was given to him by his students of his motorcycle class. And he's much beloved. Apparently in, I think it's Austin. He rides around on his motorcycle giving out flowers. He's also a, I think he's in the volunteer fire department. He's an EMT. He does all kinds of good stuff for his community. He's a comedian. He's a stand-up comic. As he said, he's an overachiever. And he spreads happiness, basically. And the reason for it is his brother was in a bad way. He had a kind of a breakdown a few years back, and the cops were called to his house, I guess, and he was killed in a standoff. But the cops, maybe it was one of them suicide by cop kind of deal thing. So that was pretty horrible. And then his Uncle Mullet's mother died not long after. And then Uncle Mullet's friend died, all like in a row, bam, bam, bam. So he decided to do something positive with his life, kind of turn that frown around or whatever. And he said when he started volunteering and started giving, it made him feel better. And I have to say, I agree. As a teacher and as a former Peace Corps volunteer, I can personally attest to the benefit that you receive from giving. When I was in Fiji, I was giving every day. I mean, the whole reason I was there was to give my help in whatever way I could. I taught all day long. I had 2 classes of Form 6, 1 class of Form 7. Those are like 16 to 19, you know, those 16 to 17 is the Form 6 and 17 to 18 is Form 7. And I had a Form 3, which was like 13 years old. I started a couple of clubs. I started a school magazine or newsletter. Helped out a couple of students individually. One of whom became a really good friend of mine, who now lives in Seattle, Washington. And I was so happy there to be giving. I gave so much. And I didn't give to get anything. I gave just to give. And that was awesome. I felt great. It's a good feeling to give. Give of your time, give of your energy, give of yourself. It's very fulfilling. So that's what this guy did, Uncle Mullet. Apparently he's got videos on YouTube of him giving out flowers and stuff. And he said that there's, you know, there's so much bad out there, but the good is so much greater. And I gotta kind of agree with that, and at the same time say, you know what? Good is something that you choose. You choose to be good. You choose to be good and do good and see good. It's a choice. Bad things happen all the time, but you can choose how to react, I guess, to respond, to react, to accept, to work, to change. Life gives you lemons, right? So this, I know it's a trite expression about making the lemonade, but if you're sad and you think it's the universe that's making me sad, all these terrible things are happening to me, that's not really true. It's a choice. Choose to be happy. Do things to make you happy. mean, I can understand maybe if you're somebody who's like, you know, chained to a machine in Calcutta and you're 11 years old. Okay. You've got a pretty hard row to hoe. But most people can choose happiness. They just have to make that effort. Now see, it's right over here the other day. I'm going off topic now, but it was right there. I ran over screws there like this big. Pointy screws, big shiny metal screws. I went back in the truck to confirm. Luckily for me, I didn't get a flat tire this time. But I went back with the truck to find out if they were actually screws. And they were, and so I went back to confirm. And they were indeed screws. I picked them up off the road so that nobody else would have to run over them and ruin their tires. It's damned irresponsible of whoever it was that allowed that to happen off of their vehicle. Try giving. If you haven't given, it's a good feeling. Now you notice I didn't say anything about Democrats. I didn't say anything about liberals. I didn't say anything about atheism or communism or socialism or gun control or anything like that. So don't go reading into it. If I'm saying you should give to your community and help people, I didn't say any of that. People love to jump to conclusions. I'm not for gun control. I'm not for government giving. I'm not for the nanny state. Please don't think I am, just based on what I said today. This is my Kaylee 7. I'll talk to you later.